Okay, so for 7-3 multiplying special cases, we're really going to be looking at multiplying two binomials when we have some special things occurring. So the first one is the square of a binomial. So remember what it means to square something. Squaring something means we're going to multiply it by itself. So we have a plus b quantity squared equals a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So that's a formula or a shortcut we can use. I'm going to show you how we get that formula. So like I said, a plus b quantity squared is the same thing as writing it out twice. A plus b times a plus b, and then FOIL. A times a is a squared. A times b is ab. B times a, I'm going to write in alphabetical order, is ab. And b times b is b squared. Combine like terms, ab plus ab gives us 2ab. So the reason why I'm showing you this is if you don't like this formula, you can just do what you've been doing. Write it twice and FOIL. All right, so using the formula though, looking at this example, y plus 11 quantity squared. So our first term is our a, and our second term is our b. Okay, so if we write this out using our formula, we have y quantity squared plus 2 times y times 11 plus our last term, 11 squared. And then you're just going to simplify. So we get y squared. 2 times y times 11 is 22y. Plus 11 times 11 is 121. And that is your product. So this is just kind of like a shortcut. So let's look at B. 3w minus 6 quantity squared. So our A value is 3w. Our value for B is negative 6. So this equals, so I'm going to plug it in. We have 3w squared plus 2 times 3w times negative 6 plus negative 6 squared. Okay, so one thing to be careful about when you're doing this when it has a coefficient, remember our power rule says that the exponent goes to everything inside the parentheses. So we have 3 squared, which is 9, w squared, and then 2 times 3w times negative 6. 2 times 3 is 6, times negative 6 gives us a negative 36 w plus negative 6 squared is a positive 36. And there's our simplified expression. Okay, so like I said, if you don't like that formula, you can write out that expression twice. 3w minus 6 times 3w minus 6, and then FOIL. 3w times 3w is 9w squared. 3w times negative 6 is negative 18w. Negative 6 times 3w is a negative 18w. And negative 6 times negative 6 is a positive 36. Combine like terms, 9w squared minus 36w plus 36. So whichever method you do, you're still getting the same answer. Okay, we do whichever one makes most sense to you. So now I want you to try C. Okay, the second method we're going to look at is the difference of squares. So this is when we're multiplying two binomials, one with a positive or an addition sign and one with a subtraction sign. So the quantity of a plus b times the quantity a minus b equals a squared minus b squared. And I'm going to write that out, and we're going to FOIL and multiply and see why that works. Okay, so if we multiply, a times a is a squared. A times negative b is negative ab. B times a is a positive ab. And b times negative b is a negative b squared. Well, negative ab plus ab, those cancel. And we're left with a squared minus b squared. Okay. All right, so if we look at this first example, 2x plus 5 times the quantity 2x minus 5. So 2x times 2x, or actually, sorry, if you're going to FOIL, you're going to do 2x times 2x. What I was trying to say is, looking at our first term, those are the same. So I'm going to label that as our a. And then we have 5 and negative 5. I'm going to label that as our b. Okay. So using our formula, we're going to do 2x quantity squared minus, and it doesn't matter if you use the positive or the negative, but 5 squared. Well, 2x squared, 2 squared is 4, x squared, minus 5 squared, which is 25. Okay. Let's look at b. So we have 7ab, those match. So that's going to be our a term. And we have 2 and negative 2, and that's going to be our b term. So we have the quantity 7ab squared minus 2 squared. So distribute that exponent to everything in the parentheses. So we have 7 squared, which is 49, a squared, b squared, minus 2 squared, which is 4. Okay. And again, you can FOIL if that's what you prefer, just like the example above. So I want you to try C now. And remember, when you're doing a fraction squared, you're going to square the top and you're going to square the bottom.